I own the DJI Inspire 1 with the X5 camera, but I've recently just come off a job using the new DJI Inspire 2 with the X5S camera, and it was covering a mountain biking event for 7 days through the high country of New Zealand. Here is a quick montage of my favourite shots from the event. And that's that. It took me quite a long time to edit that because I had loads of footage from the event, and that footage was pretty much straight out of camera. I pulled the blacks back a little bit and added a little bit of saturation, but that's it. You would have also noticed in that montage that there was a few land shots, and those were the ones that I got with my DJI Osmo. I had my Osmo with me because if I had my drone down or I was recharging batteries, I could still get shots for the editors with my Osmo, and I was quite surprised at how good a lot of these shots were. They mixed quite nicely, as you'll see, with the DJI Inspire 2 footage. On that event, we were just recording to the micro SD cards, and we weren't using the SSDs that you can get for that camera. We were also running that camera in 4K mode and recording to H.264. As I own the DJI Inspire 1 with the X5 camera, now having used the DJI Inspire 2, it's not a review as such, but here's my initial observations from using that camera for 7 days on the job. First up, both the Inspire 1 and the new Inspire 2 are virtually identical to fly. However, the biggest single difference is the extended battery time you now get with the Inspire 2. I never actually measured, because I was flying, the actual flight time, but the Inspire 2 was giving me approximately 15 to 18 minutes flight time shooting in the air, as opposed to my Inspire 1 now with its X5 camera. I'm down to about sort of 9 to 12 minutes. So having more time in the air was a big jump up, or a big advantage I found with the Inspire 2. The new X5S camera gimbal definitely feels more robust and more solid than the X5 camera gimbal that I have on my Inspire 1. I noticed using the Olympus 12 and 25mm lenses, for example, when I use them on my Inspire 1, I have to balance them with coins to make sure that they work properly in the gimbal, whereas on the X5S I could just basically put both lenses on the gimbal and away it went. We have a volunteer fire brigade here in my hometown of Arrowtown, and that is calling them to action. Another thing I liked about the Inspire 2 over the Inspire 1 is that the Inspire 2 has a self-warming battery function. So therefore, we had a couple of cold mornings, and on my Inspire 1 I've been caught out a few times where it won't fly because the batteries are too cold, and the Inspire 2 has an automatic function where it warms the batteries to operating temperature. One thing that caught me out on the Inspire 2 is that you need the different DJI Go app, and I found this app a little bit buggy. Sometimes I would set a custom picture profile where I'd take the sharpening down a little bit in the camera, but then when I went out and came back in, it was reset to 0. And I also had problems sometimes with the camera or my remote controller linking to the Inspire 2, and I had to start and stop the remote controller a couple of times to get them to connect. I'm sure that's just a firmware issue which will be resolved with future updates. Overall, I really enjoyed my time using the Inspire 2, and it's definitely a fantastic platform and a leg up from the Inspire 1 platform. However, it is also a big jump up in price from the Inspire 1 to the Inspire 2, so I guess like a lot of things, it comes down to whether you can justify the extra expense. That's it from me. Thanks for watching.